Karibuni sana guys.
Asante.
You guys are looking amazing.
Thank you.
And I'm so honored to finally meet you.
We are also very
couple. Oh, such a nice thing to do. Yani unaamka tunakuwa praise Jesus. Amen. And of course, me being proposed on national television. How was that for you? Were you nervous? Did you think it was a nice idea first of all?
Yeah, okay, for him probably it was.
Yeah.
Because I know him, his personality allows him to do that.
Yeah.
But for me, I was very nervous to say the truth. Because honestly, I didn't expect to be proposed to on national TV where everyone is seeing. Because I remember I told my parents, my friends, everyone to watch. So it just hit me when he asked the question like, Mom is watching, Dad is watching, everyone is watching.
Yeah.
So I was so nervous, but anyway, it was a very nice idea and I really appreciate it.
And for me, I thought I wanted to do that so that even the mom knows. So it's still it really happened. Now go kwa bush.
Yeah.
She's trying to go home and explain. So mom, this is the proposal. This is what we know. So I just thought, why not propose to everyone at once? So I'm proposing to her, but while everyone is watching.
I didn't even have to go and
tell anyone.
Yes. You know I was supposed to. They saw.
They actually called and asked, now how are the plans?
Yes.
When are we starting? Immediately, and so they were ready.
Yeah.
Because she had said yes now, and they already knew us and they knew me.
Yeah.
So
And then when you saw her walk down the aisle, you kind of like broke down. See, you could break down nile ya joy, tears of joy. Your time, what was going through your mind?
So much. First of all, growing up in Kayole, I never thought that first I would get married in church.
Yeah.
That I would be standing there, a lady. I knew I would get married probably at some point in life, but I thought tutapata tuna dem, akuje tuishi kwangu, tupate watoto tukichoshana, tuwachane nichukue. That was my perspective. But this moment I was there and I was thinking, so these are my wife to be's parents.
Yes.
They are walking down to bring her to me. Everyone is here. And they are celebrating what we are doing today.
Yes.
And it is all because of Jesus.
Yeah.
I think that really caught me, and that's why I would say like nilifeel nimewezwa sana na mapenzi ya God.
Yeah.
And even during the proposal, I was so emotional. Only that time nilikuwa niko like, I have to be strong.
Yes.
It was
He's basically emotional.
So during that time, it was just amazing. I was so happy, I couldn't even imagine.
Yeah. How? Me, I saw that video and I was like, goosebumps, and it's not even me walking down that aisle.
One, put God at the center.
Yes.
He's the author and the finisher of marriages. Like he's the one who started the whole idea of marriage. So if you want to understand marriage, look for the meaning of marriage from the source. Please God. Also, be friends. Be good friends even before you get to be couples.
Yeah.
Because us we dated for 3 years. We were good friends. Even now we are still good friends. And it has made our relationship easier, I can say. Yes.
Because we were friends for 3 years before we dated. I think 4 actually.
4
years before we dated. 3 years after we dated, and now we are into marriage. So it's something we've built over time. So for any person that is looking to get into a relationship, take your time. There's no rush in getting married, in getting into it. Just know this person. When you feel like this person, I want to spend the rest of my life with this person, then you can go ahead and get into the proposal, the marriage and all that. The other thing is that when you're getting into a relationship, I would advise anyone, be ready to give, not to receive. In every relationship you're getting into, go in there to give. So if it is love, go in there to give. If it is your time, go, so that you don't always, because if you don't do that, what you always be thinking, what am I receiving from this? Well, it should be,
true.
What can I give? So that's my take.
And of course, Millie, as I represent young girls, especially Maslay Queen, what are we doing wrong? Where are we going wrong?
Slay queens.
because as in like you watching a couple goals, and you are actually the right person to ask this question, because most of the time tunaingia kwa relationship ataijaka break up.
I think probably I feel like nowadays like people are looking up to the wrong people probably, and also they have the wrong perspective about relationships, and and marriage as well, because I feel like venye tu Kabia amesema, you want to get in to receive something. So probably you want some certain kind of life, you want to be like someone. It's not so much about, there isn't a lot of genuineness in the reason behind why you want to get into a relationship or a marriage. And also the fact that we have online these days, people will just see what they see online and they want it. You don't see the whole picture. Honestly, I can tell you, marriage is not rosy. It's not easy. So it's only that we tend to focus on the good side of marriage. And also we really want to change the narrative that marriage works. We don't want people to get into marriage with a negative attitude towards it, but it doesn't mean it doesn't have its challenges. So when you get into a relationship or marriage with high expectations, and expect mtu akweka sijui nani, I see people saying I want my own Kabi.
Every girl needs a Kabi.
This guy. Yeah. So just get into a relationship or marriage with the right perspective. Yeah,
definitely. I share that. And I think even when you're getting into a relationship, usikuja hapo venye amesema again, we only focus on that good side most of the time. But saying that our hashtag is marriage works, but that doesn't mean that it is not work. So yes, it works, but you have to work on it. So every day you have to die to self. Me, I'm telling you like now that we are nining. So sometimes I'm like, guy, because she'll wake up at night, she's not comfortable how she's sleeping. Sijui have to go get pillows, I come, sijui nieke wapi. Nini, hizo vitu zote, I don't shoot that. I don't tell you I had to wake up at night, sijui nikatafute maji, sijui nani, maji moto ifanyike nini. We don't say that. So people are there thinking, mimi nita get married, nitakuwa tu na travel. But you don't know, you will have to work. Every day you have to die to self.
Wow, kwa hivyo pia nyinyi mko sana.
So okay, si sana.
Lakini nyinyi mko sana.
It's normal. Actually, it's not only in marriage, in any relationship. Even as with your girlfriend, with your azim, it just happens.
Disagreements ukua. Zinakuanga mingi. So unaweza pata mtu ameweka kitu hapa, utaki kaa hapa, unataka ika. So hizo vitu mnaishi na mtu kwa nyumba moja, how can it be expected you won't disagree? We definitely disagree. But we have to go to like whatever comes may, this thing has to work. So tukidisagree lazima tukae chini na tujue solution iko wapi.
And as I mentioned, you guys have been trending with a big announcement. Unaweza tuambia, maybe is it a girl, is it a boy? Give us a hint, man.
Okay, honestly, we don't even know.
We don't know. We have not. Okay, there is I think we went to check and the baby was fine. But we told the guy not to tell us the gender because we want to do a baby reveal, gender reveal. So we want to know that time with everyone else. So we are just waiting so that we can also be surprised. We don't want it to be at tunajuanga. Also this time is very interesting for us because we are like, unaonaje ni boy ni dem. So it's amazing. So we don't want to lose that we already know so early. At least by the time tuko karibu sasa tukijua iko sawa.
Wow, and congratulations guys.
Thank you so much.
You mentioned when you ulikuwa unaishi Kayole nini vitu kama hizo. Take me through your journey. How was it? How easy or hard was it living there?
Kayole is Kayole. You can't say it's easy. It's never easy. Hey, Missy. By the way, guys, I also what Millie is saying when she says that you can't handle this guy. Because I was not always like at Isaizu Vileniko. I was not always born again. There's a time I just got born again in 2013, towards the end actually. So I'm just like 6 years in salvation. So there are some few things that I used to do. Sio za Kikristo hata kidogo. Because of my background. So I would say that growing up in Kayole had a lot of ilikuwa nimenipea issues mob sana. But with time I've come to deal with them, issues like anger. I was very angry by the way. When I was growing up, I was very defensive. Nilikuwa napenda kufight because Kayole inakufunzanga ni kama you have to fight for your place. So I was ready to fight. Mtu akiniambia hivi, even when we were starting to date, I felt like Millie akiniambia kitu labda yenye agree nayo na feeling kama amenijudge. You understand that kind of perspective? But over time I've come to the best thing is to get someone who understands your past, so that they can help you to move into your future. Because she's been able to do that very seamlessly. Mpaka na feel sasa nikaanza ku understand mtu hata every time probably you're fighting with your partner or you're not agreeing, they are not fighting you, you're fighting together. It's an issue. It's not about kama tumedisagree kuhusu hii mic, si eti tunasema hii mic nakwambia hii mic si poa ikikaa hapo eti ni yeye ndio akona shida. No, we're just saying this thing has an issue. So it is, we are fighting but not each other, we are fighting the issue.
Yes.
Yeah.
And what would you say really stood out from Kabi ukamchoose kusema he is the one? Nini stand out to you?
Honestly, from the word go was his love for God.
Yes.
He's a very prayerful man. He loves God. He's vocal about his salvation. That is what stood out. Actually, the reason why I reached out to him after a very long time kama tujongeleshana, it's because I came to know that he got born again. So I was curious, like, kabila mmoja? Like, so I was so curious. I reached out to him, and then, yeah, honestly, when I came to know him again, I felt like he was really a changed man.
Yeah. And Kabi, what would you say stood out for you?
Ushaiona dime ameiva yeye. Kachaga huyu ni mtu hapa ni kitu. I think for me I had wanted to date her hata before we talked.
Yeah.
So nilikuwa tu namcheki lakini I was not sure because she knew my past.
Yeah.
So I was like, udem atani accept ama ataona nikaa bado mimi ule mse alikuwa anajua. So before we got to meet each other after a while, nilikuwa already nimempenda, but this one morning when she told me about prayers, she was going to Morning Glory and she was going at 5 a.m. every morning for prayers while she was in school. So akaniambia we can meet there. So first of all, the fact that udem alikuwa ananipeleka zaidi na zaidi towards, because I had just gotten born again.
Yeah.
So I wanted anyone that draws me to God, closer to God. So it's like, hey, this chick is drawing me closer to God. She wants us to go for prayers. And then she was telling me tunaenda kwa orphans, tukaanza kufanya vitu na street children. Tukiwa tu tuna date, like we would go talk to the street children usiku, akafungua hadi ka group jioni sijui on Tuesdays and our meet. You know, that kind of, I felt her love for people and for God. That drew me to her.
Yeah. And lastly, what would you tell your fans? Any message to your fans? Lastly.
First of all, is to say thank you. Thank you so much for your love, for your support. Honestly, it's not something that we planned to do. It just happened, and we thank God because anyway, we find it as a ministry. And also, so it means that you guys are supporting our ministry. So we thank God for you. And we're just hoping that by the grace of God, you're going to produce more content, better content, and also you're going to inspire more and encourage people out there.
Yeah, so to our fans, asanteni sana, tunawapenda zaidi na zaidi na zaidi. You guys are amazing. You have encouraged us to keep going. You actually showed us that our relationship is good. I think tulikuwa tuko like relationship yetu iko sawa, but we didn't know that it is good even to other people. We thought it is good to us, but through your encouragements, your messages, we understood that it is also a ministry. So thank you so much. And if you have not subscribed to the WaJesus family, go to YouTube, subscribe to the WaJesus family. Follow us on Instagram at Kabi WaJesus and at Mili WaJesus at the WaJesus family. Asanteni sana na tuzidi kuzidi.
Alright, and thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having us.
Also, lastly, we'd like you to give us a drop. Just say the WaJesus family and you're watching Classic 105 online.
Okay.
Unaweza shika tu mic.
Alright. It's the WaJesus family.
Hi guys.
Praise Jesus.
The WaJesus
Family here, and you're watching Classic 105 online.